First TNA pay-per-view of the year, Genesis, Huntsville, Alabama, 16th of the 1st, 2014. We are welcomed, and we have a main event recap from Thursday Night Impact of AJ Styles, who lost to Magnus with all them interferences. I'm very happy with that, because I'm British, and I like to see a British person with the World Heavyweight title. Anyway, we start, and Rockstar Spud is standing in the ring. He tries to talk, but the crowd is hot and making some noise. He brings out TNA President Dixie Carter. She says, now everyone knows what happened when you crossed the boss. She said, if anyone else tries, she's ready to play the game. So basically, she's talking about how loyal some of the wrestlers were to her, I think including Gail, Kim, Ethan Carter III, Bobby Roode, Bad Influence, BroMans, and some others come to the ring, and they come all to the ring. She thanks them very much for everything they did for TNA. She says tonight is the genesis of the new TNA, and the genesis of the Dixie Carter's TNA. EC3 comes down to the ring before he can talk, the lights go out, and Sting is in the crowd. Now, the stupid thing is about this pay-per-view, I know Tony Pizza Guy and Smalls brought this up. We go for a commercial break, but after the commercial break, and Sting is still in the crowd. Very weird, but anyway. So, for a while they just basically talk about the future of TNA. I'm not going to go into too much detail, because there isn't too much detail to go into. So, after a while of talking, another thing that annoyed me, they go for another commercial break, and then they're back again. They're still in the ring. Anyway, we're going to get off with our first match, the 12-man tag team matchup. We have Samoa Joe, James Storm, Gunner, Eric Young, Joseph Park, and ODB, and they take on the BroMans, Jesse Goddard, Robbie E, and Zema Ion, Bad Influence, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, and Leid Tapa. So basically, Samoa Joe and Zema start in the ring. He's laying several shots to Zema facing the corner. Ion goes for a crossbody but misses, and Joe lands a dropkick. Then the two knockouts come in, Leid Tapa and ODB, and ODB fights back and sends Tapa out of the ring. James Storm and Daniels make their way into the ring, and Storm lands a huge hip toss. Storm clothesline, Daniels out of the ring, and Kaz dropkicks him. So the match goes on for a while. Not much happens, really. So, so they just keep going back and forth at each other. After a while, EY gets a hot tag in and to Samoa Joe, and he cleans the house. Joe with a big boot followed by a backsplash. Joe with a snapping suplex on Kaz and nails an outside dive to the BroMans. Kaz cuts off Joe Park with a heel kick, and it busts open Joe Park's lip. No surprise there. He clears the house, he lands a chokeslam on Ion, and a black hole slam on Kaz. Joe Parks takes out Gunner and Storm. Joe with a chop to Daniels, and a big slam out the corner. He locks in the rear naked choke for the win. Lots of things going on, and that's the best I could cover it, really. Next we see Velvet Sky talking to Austin Aries, and Chris Sabin is listening into them, and he tells her that we're going to talk about this in the ring. So we go for another commercial break. Come back from the break, and Kurt Angle is searching for Dixie Carter or Al Snow in the back. Chris Sabin is in the ring with Velvet Sky, and he said he is X Division champion for both of them. He asked what is going on with Austin Aries, and Double A makes his way out to the ring. He says he is not interesting in Sky, but she is an extremely hot woman. Sabin says she is and tells her what to do. Sabin says she is his and slaps her ass. Aries challenges him to a match for the title without her help. Sabin says that he is better than Aries, and here is Austin's challenge. She will be in a cage during the match. Sabin says no, but she says yes. Sky says everything is on the line, but there'll be no excuse if he loses. She says if he loses, then she'll break up with him. Next, Kurt Angle is still looking for Dixie, but still can't find her. Maybe her office, or maybe the gorilla position. Just some ideas for you, Kurt. Next, after the next commercial break, EC3 is shown in the back talking to himself, and then Magnus walks in. He says that EC3 doubts himself because he is a rookie and he should not because he is a Carter. Next, we have the no disqualification Bully Ray vs Mr. Anderson match. So Bully Ray is walking to the ring, but is attacked by Mr. Anderson from behind. Ray tries to send him head first into the announce table, but Anderson reverses and sends him into the ring. Back in the ring, Anderson with a clothesline and a suplex. Anderson goes for a mic check, but blocked, and Ray knocks him down. Bully Ray grabs a chair, and Anderson does as well. They stare off and swing for the fences. Anderson with a shot to the ribs and the back. Anderson goes for a headshot but misses. He goes for it again, but Ray spears him. Bully Ray hits him with a chain several times and a big back body drop. Only for a 2 count though. Ray threatens the referee, and when he turns around, Anderson hits him in the head with the chair for a 2 count, which I didn't think they were going to do anymore, but oh well. Loads of 2 counts in this match. Very alright match. Anderson grabs the table and sets it up. Bully Ray with a big rock bottom type move for a 2 count. Ray looks under the ring and grabs lighter fluid. Bully Ray screams at Anderson as he nails the mic check out of nowhere. Anderson lights the table on fire. Ray attacks from behind and nails the sit down pile driver for the win. Bully Ray with the 3 count. So we go to another commercial break, and Kurt Angle finds Al Snow and he wants to know who told him to do it. He got no answer. Kurt makes his way to the ring and says Dixie Carter is the reason he came to TNA in the first place. He says she got involved in his family and she's gone too far. He calls her out, which she does. He says she is messing with his family and is not cool, and Dixie Carter, and not the Dixie Carter he knew in the past. So they just talk for a bit, and next we have the Knockouts title match, Gail Kim vs Madison Rayne. Kim attacks her from behind and lands a flying clothesline for a count of 2. Kim with a suplex, but Madison falls on her pin attempt. Madison rolls up for a count of 2. So the match goes on for a bit. Even though Knockouts matches aren't great, they are a bit more interesting than the the WWE Divas matches. So I'm a bit happier. Anyway, Madison throws her out of the corner and nails a neckbreaker for a 3 count. Winner and new champion, Madison Rayne. Sting does a backstage promo about getting his hands on EC3 tonight. We have another commercial break, and Dixie Carter is shown talking to Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards. They hand her a piece of paper saying that there is a new TNA investor. And if you don't know who Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards are, they are 2 very good wrestlers, both who previously wrestled recently for Ring of Honor. Very good. So our special guest referee for our next match is Rockstar Spud. It's Sting versus Ethan Carter III, and I should really say this, if you don't know who Ethan Carter III is, you probably do if you watch a lot of wrestling. He is Derek Bateman off of NXT. He's a very good wrestler, and I can see him probably holding a major title in the future. He's still very young, so anyway, they tie up and Spud tries to send him to the back. Anyway, they lock up, and EC3 gets the advantage off the distraction and lands a suplex. Sting with a dropkick and sends him into the steel steps. Sting with a suplex on the ramp and throws him in the ring. He goes for a splash and Spud stops him. EC3, off the distraction, attacks him from behind. He throws him into the corner and lands a clothesline followed by a suplex. EC3 comes off the top rope with an elbow, but Sting moves. Sting with a series of clothesline and then Sting with a splash in the corner. Sting with the Scorpion Death Drop. Spud gets on the back of Sting. He throws him off and hits the Death Drop, but Spud will not count. Magnus pulls Spud out of the ring and they stare off. He is now the referee. EC3 rolls him up for the win. After the match, Sting says he'll do anything to fight Magnus. Sting is in the ring and he cuts a promo about how Magnus has crapped all over this wrestling business. He called Magnus a cancer that needs to be cut out of TNA. He wants a title shot and Magnus says he cannot challenge for a TNA title again. Sting says he needs to earn the title. He needs to earn the title and he is going to be a man or a little boy. Magnus says he is a man and he will not fall for that deal. He says he knows that Sting will resign with TNA, and here is the deal. If Sting wins the match, he will be champion, then Sting will be done in TNA. They stare off, and this is how we end Genesis Part 1. I just want to say, I don't like this Genesis Part 1 and Genesis Part 2. There was 4 matches, for goodness sake. That's rubbish for a pay-per-view. I'm really angry, but overall, the matches were pretty awful. Not one of them going over 10 minutes, and for a pay-per-view, pretty disappointed. I've got the times here. The first 12-man match, 12-person intergender tag team match, 7 minutes 32 seconds. Billy Ray and Mr. Anderson, 9 minutes 34. Madison Rayne vs. Gail Kim, 4 minutes 06. And Ethan Carter, the third vs. Sting, 4 minutes 53. Pretty poor, but maybe next week we're going to see something a lot better. Anyway, I will probably see you next time for the next Genesis review. Have a good day.